Hi YouTube, welcome to Pagan Perspective. This is Megan, aka Spiritry, and today is Friday. Hi YouTube. So, today is an interesting one. We're talking about the price of magic. So this idea that anything you do magic-wise has a cost, and you have to pay a price, so that no magic is free, basically. There's always a cost. So it's an interesting idea. Unfortunately, the question asker is actually quite nervous about this. I think this person is really upset about it and is afraid of this price, and was thinking that it was more of this, well, any energy you put out comes back to you. So as long as I'm doing positive things, then I should be fine, right? In theory. But then I guess people are telling this person that there's still a price and all of that. And so it's just one of those, let's set the record straight a little bit. Let me see if I can get, sorry about the lighting, guys. So we'll make it work. We'll see if we can get, I have to film in my car. So, there we go. Maybe there we go. We'll figure it all out. So the idea of price, for magic basically is very old. It's, you're asking for something. You're performing, something that is out of the ordinary, and there's a cost associated because there's ripple effects in everything we do. So is there a price for magic? Absolutely, there's a price. But you have to remember that the price is equal to the energy you're putting out. I mean, ripple effects, yes, they go on for long periods of time. However, but they're also representative of the initial event. So for example, if you throw one single water droplet into the ocean, okay, the ripple effect of that water droplet is going to be pretty negligible. I mean, you're not going to notice it too much, especially if you do it when a wave is coming in and there's already in motion. So that's the idea. So when we talk about correspondences, color correspondences, astrological correspondences, where the moon is, where the planets are, those are your waves, okay? That is when the universe energy is working in your favor in a particular sense. So, or working against your favor, right? So, for example, if you throw a water droplet into a perfectly still pond, you're going to see ripples. Doesn't matter how small that water droplet is, you're going to see ripples. You're going to see an effect. But if you throw that water droplet into an ocean that is about ready to crest at the top of a wave, you're not even going to notice it, right? It's just going to be a drop in the bucket, so to speak. So the idea is that we use our correspondences. We use the time of day, the moon cycles, the astrological correspondences, all of the herbal correspondences, right? Color correspondences. We use those to determine when it is appropriate to do the spell that we want, so that we are going to get basically the least ripple effect possible. So the least amount of bounce back, or the least amount of price paid, basically, and the most bang for our buck, really. Because if we've got the water working for us, right, in the ocean, that is going to help us, right? So if we have the correspondences working with us, we're going to get a lot more out of whatever magical working we're doing than if we are just kind of throwing it out there without any support. So the idea is you want to be smart about when you do your magic, so that you are minimizing the amount of price and maximizing the amount of impact of what you intend, right? Now, here's the thing. Sometimes you can't do that. Sometimes you don't have the option. You have to do it during a time that it wouldn't work. So that's okay too. And just know that there will be ripples. And yes, if you're putting out positive energy, those ripples are going to be positive too. Generally speaking, you are going to get positive back if you put positive out. You just have to remember that what's positive to you might not always be positive to everybody else. And that's just something to keep in mind. So that when people talk about the price of magic, it's this idea that, we can't anticipate how others are always going to view what we do, or how what we do will be interpreted by the universe. So it's really important to really look at what you're doing and make sure that as much as possible, it is as universally positive as you can make it, really, because nothing will be totally, right? We don't have absolute good. We don't have absolute evil. We have shades in between, right? And some are much lighter and some are much darker. And so the idea is to make sure that you're working as light as possible if you don't have the support around you, right? Because if you need to do something that's darker, it's really good to make sure you have the support around you so you're minimizing the fallout to yourself and to others, right? Well, unless it's an intended target, I guess that would be different. So that's sort of my take on this. If you have questions, put them in the down bar. I will try and hop on the comment section for this one because I know it can be a little bit tricky and things. So I will try and make sure after posting, the day of posting, I'll get on. I don't often get on. So if you post, because it's obviously on the Pagan Perspective channel, I don't get any kind of notification or anything like that I have a comment. So it's best if it's like past like a day or so of a video, if you do have a comment or question for me, that you go to one of my more recent videos on my personal channel and ask it there. That just probably would be a better way if you really need the answer. So yeah, and that's probably about it. And I hope that you all are having a great week. It is sunny and kind of actually cold for Maui here. I think it was like 67 degrees coming in today. It's really early in the morning. It's before work. So yeah, it's kind of cold here. But I know I can't say anything because where I'm from in the northeast, they're having a nor'easter right now. So they're getting massive snow. So I wish you all warm thoughts and hugs and loves and all of that. And as always, guys, blessed be and aloha.